Ugh. Hopefully, we're almost there. There we go. I can finally see. Hey, big brother for life. How you doing, MSM? Thank you for joining the chat. How's everybody doing today? Can you hear me okay? Yes, but you know they're going to drag it out. So they'll drag it out for a while. But Eric will eventually find out. And I saw a spoiler that said Nicole becomes suspicious of um, of Sarah potentially being pregnant. Well, Lillian, I'm assuming it's Flo's kidney. That'll be the redemption for Flo. The father provided the heart, and Flo will provide the kidney. So I think that'll be her redemption. Um, so far, Drusilla isn't coming back. Um, I wish she was coming back. If I ever see a spoiler that says Victoria Rouse coming back, I will immediately, go over that with you. So far, it's just this Amanda character, not Hillary. So we just gotta see if this is gonna be turn out to be a twin sister or something like that. Oh, Wyatt's definitely gonna dump Sally again. Soon as Flo gives that heart to Kidney, he'll be looking at her like she sent Flo all over again. And then, Katie will forgive her, and that'll lead to the rest of the Logan sisters forgiving her. I haven't heard anything that said that Flo was pregnant. I've seen things like, Flo working with Thomas or Flo potentially having a relationship with Thomas. But I haven't seen any spoilers that said for sure that would happen. But Flo's gonna be working overtime to get Wyatt back. Right now, I don't think Thomas needs to be redeemed. Bold and the Beautiful needs a villain, and Thomas is gonna provide that extra drama and give them somebody to fight with. So other than just trying to have sex with each other's men. I'm actually gonna do a video on the time jump for Days of Our Lives. If I remember correctly, the time jumps in November, but I'll let you know for sure in a Soap Fam news flash. Um, the promo for General Hospital this week, Linda, says that shows that Shiloh gets shot with a flare gun. So I don't know if he'll go overboard after getting shot, or will he just outright die? I don't know when they will finally say Bill is the father of Liam and baby Steffi. I think we're at least a year out before they would even go there because they have Steffi in with another man, with a new man. You've got Katie and her health crisis. Um, and you got Bill being mad at Thomas. So he's got a lot going on. So I don't think they're ready to jump right back into the baby boat. Hi, Patricia. Yes, Lily and Kane is coming back. We just don't know if Lily is long term, but Daniel Goddard, I think that's the guy who plays Kane, name is. He was celebrating on Twitter that he's getting his Lily back, and we know that rumor persisted that he's the one that ended the relationship with Tracy. He wasn't happy with that. Hopefully YNR will look at the comments. They should be looking out for fans, seeing that the ratings aren't doing as well as they should be. Yeah, Stefan's gonna die. It's just a matter of how he's gonna come back. It's been reported that he's back on the set with a beard. So I don't know if that signifies that he's a brother, not Stefan, or if Stefan's been away so long that he's grown a beard. Yes, I do believe Bill is the father of Kelly, but I don't think they're ready to play the cards yet. Eric, I'm not a fan of Eric. I liked Eric um, back when Eric and Kristen were going back and forth, but I don't like the current version of Eric. He's just too whiny. They have not announced who Steffi New Man is, just that he's coming really soon. So we gotta keep an eye out. Hi, Elizabeth. I don't think that Thomas will ever pay for killing Emma. They haven't even let Justin react to realistically to Thomas potentially killing Emma. I think they're leaving that she was texting and driving, and then they're really pushing Thomas in to his next villainous uh, acts. I think that Michael will learn he's Wiley's father in November because they've been building it up. They've saw General Hospital have seen how Bold and Beautiful's had this big ratings boom because of the whole Baby Beth storyline. And I think they're finally ready to come out with Wiley being Michael's baby. But first, um, the mother has to get out of jail. So she's got to break out of jail, um, which is probably around Halloween. So that's why I say November. She's probably going to be kidnapped the baby. I like that the original Phyllis is back also, even though I prefer Gina. They not did Gina dirty like that. But Phyllis hasn't had a good storyline since she's returned to Genoa City. She could have stayed in Port Charles. Honestly, she had better storylines. Um, well, Big Brother for life. The persistent rumor is Gabby is pregnant, so she'll find out she's pregnant after Stefan is presumed dead. We'll just say presumed dead for now. And in a time jump, we'll be able to skip that whole 9 months of pregnancy. There is a rumor that Sierra is also pregnant. Yes, it looks like Ronnie is going to shoot Stefan by accident um, and take the third man from Gabby. Hey, Eric, how are you? And Sylvia also, how are you? That's the thing I'm scared of, Big Brother. Since Kristen is actually uh, pregnant with Brady baby for real, I'm really hoping she doesn't have a miscarriage and then has to steal somebody's baby. I would love it if she actually had Brady's real baby. That would be a better storyline because that's more dramatic than her stealing a baby that they'll eventually have to get back. I just honestly, Sarah, I think that they just don't care about Emma, and they just are just trying to move on from the whole storyline. She should never died. It didn't change anything in the story. It didn't. It didn't make Xander tell the truth. It didn't really. There's no repercussions from it. It was just like a August sweep stunt. I think it happened in August or somewhere around there. It was just a stunt. Oh, I don't know why Rolf would think anybody wants to have sex with him, but that's just Days of Our Lives humor that they kind of infuse, which lightens up the show. Um, but I like Dr. Rolf. I wish he would be long term. I don't think he'll be long term after November sweeps, but he could cause lots of fun havoc in Salem for many days to come if they choose to go there. Well, we get our spoilers from everywhere. We go to like 6 or 7 different websites. Plus, we are on Twitter. We follow most of the actors, and we just it's like an all day job looking for spoilers. Definitely, Google helps out a lot, and just trying to find the newest information as fast as we can. But the most important thing we look for is accuracy, and we try not to do any speculation spoilers because, you know, last time speculation spoilers said that Thomas was going to shoot Brooke. That never happened. So that's why we don't always go with like certain websites because we know that there's one website in particular that a lot of people in the comment section quote from, but that site's really 50-50. They don't always have, I'm talking about Soap Dirt, they don't always have um, the correct information because they speculate a lot, but they have enough real information that people continue to go there. Well, the Hillary look-alike, right now, it just looks like they're all trying to steal Devon money. It looks really, really fishy. Just my personal opinion, I think Jill is behind it. That's my hunch right now that Jill is actually behind the whole getting the money um, from Devon, getting the money back from Devon. Yes, Ridge will definitely cheat with Shauna. The more Brooke goes against Thomas, the more Ridge is going to find himself drawn to Shauna because she'll be that understanding voice. I think the Horton Christmases will continue. Um, we can skip the fake fights like when Sierra when they were fighting over like the Christmas balls and stuff, but in Claire, and they were fighting over Christmas balls. Mm, let's just have some fun this Christmas. Oh, thank you, Big Brother. Uh, Tisha Campbell, I don't know her start date. It hasn't been released yet that I've seen, but we know it's going to be very soon. But remember, Lillian, Tisha Campbell is only in one episode, just like Tamar Braxton was only in one episode. Well, Big Brother, I appreciate you for going into the other day's group and trying to help us out. So fam helping us out helps out a lot. So I appreciate it, even though you got blocked. I do appreciate it because some people are just haters. I think that Shauna might be a gold digger, but she's also has the more chemistry with Ridge than Brooke. So I would love to see Shauna and Brooke together. I mean, Shauna and Ridge together. And I would love to see Brooke have another female to go up against since Taylor kind of fell flat. So I can see that Shauna's got that fight in her. I've read that Adam will actually end up running Newman, not Victoria, and that Adam and Victor are supposed to have like once Adam finds out that his father didn't try to kill him, it was Billy, then he'll have a lot of remorse, and him and Victor will be able to come together and be father and son to Victoria's discontent. But I think that's the direction they're going in until once again Victor and Adam into another fight. The time jump arc is going to be in November. Sylvia, Sylvia. The interesting thing about Julie is I read that when Julie gets Stefan's heart, she's going to have a personality change. I don't know if she'll like Gabby because of Stefan's heart, or if she'll be acting like a Demira. So we just gotta stay tuned and see what happens to Julie's personality with Stefan's heart. Big brother, I'm glad they're not getting rid of Brandon Barish. I can't say he's come back as Stefan, but I'm glad they're bringing Brandon back. But because they filmed 6 months in advance, we're not going to see him for a long time. Just like Steve, Steve is back filming, but it's so long between what they're doing now that it feels like forever until they come back. Okay, Melanie. Heather Tom is not leaving Bold and Beautiful. As far as I know, Heather Tom is not leaving Bold and Beautiful. I know there's a lot of clickbait out there speculating that she might to get your clicks, but if she's gonna get Flo's kidney, she'll be fine. So I think that's just websites trying to get your clicks. But if I see any real news that says Heather Tom is leaving, I will report it as soon as possible. Um, Big brother, the way they're writing Jordan, I really think that she won't last that long. Maybe not past November sweeps, because they're making her too crazy too fast. They're not even giving her time to pretend to be sane. She's just right back to where she left off before she got locked up. Um, he played. Uh, he played on General Hospital as Sabrina's baby father. They haven't said what his role is. My assumption, and this is not fact, this is assumption, is that Adam has been talking about somebody who he's been afraid of in Vegas. And I'm thinking because Young Arrest has been revolving around Adam so much, that might have something to do with Adam and the stuff that happened in Vegas that he doesn't like to talk about with Chance. Uh, I'm actually, Big Brother, I'm actually on the fence with that because Ben is one med slip away from being a necktie killer again. We've seen what happens when Ben isn't on his meds. He just starts going crazy. He just needs to be off for a day or two, and he's sweating and shaking and hallucinating. So if that was my son, and I knew my brother was crazy, if he goes off his meds, I wouldn't trust him with David either. So I can't say Jordan is wrong. I don't like the way they're writing Jordan because I love Jordan and I love the actress that plays Jordan and Chriselle Hartley, and I really want them to write her so that she's not as crazy, so she sticks around longer. Like Kristen, Kristen has calmed down a lot, so they can keep her on the show. But if she keeps kidnapping people and holding people at gunpoint, you can't keep explaining away her crimes. And Jordan is like already. I read that Jordan is going to try to kill Sierra, like either this week or next week. So she's right back to trying to kill Sierra. Yes, I agree. Heather was the better Victoria. If I was running things, I actually probably would switch them. I would try to get Heather Tom to go back to Young and the Restless, and I would try Amelia out as Katie. Because since Katie is kind of boring to me, and Victoria's kind of boring, I think it might be a match. And it might give her something to do. Actually, Amelia, I think last name Henley, she actually seems really bored in the role like Sam on General Hospital. She really seems like she's tired of playing a character. Um, Only time I got her, she had some excitement is when that bartender came. I forgot his name, starts with a C, I think. But when she started dating that bartender, she had a new actor to work with. She lit up like it was like a new actress working. But now she's back to Jason Thompson, and she's back to looking like tired, bored, bad hair day Victoria. Um, do you see news on Billy Miller? The only news I've seen on Billy Miller is him working in prime time. So I don't know if he's going to surprise us and be Chancellor on Young the Restless, but because that was the original rumor. But sometimes actors, when they start getting primetime opportunities like Demi Moore in movies and things like that, they really try to go for that big prize. I think that only reason why you M the only reason why I think you think that Adam is getting boring is because he's getting repetitive. He's starting to do in the same rotation again, and he's starting to get whiny. Not as bad as Nick, but I see why you would say that. He's a serial killer. He killed Paige. Paige is still dead. Dr. Rolfe didn't bring Paige back. Come on now. He killed the elephant chick. I can't remember her name right now, but I loved her in One Life to Live. Um, Serena. He killed Serena. I hated Serena's storyline, but I wish the actress was still on the show because I like her. Oh, Sally is going to have a horrible mother-in-law, but Quinn is best when she's crazy Quinn. Being Eric's wife, she's gotten real boring. So having her mad at Sally 24/7 and working together should be more fun than it actually is. The way they're writing them is not catty enough. Ben will always be there to save Sierra. Yeah, Adam is constantly being bullied. Justin Hartley is loving it. This is us money, and this is us popularity. So, more power to him. I've been watching him since Passions. So he's been working really hard. Yeah, I think they've given up on Emma. I think they feel like Vernon, if they don't talk about Emma, out of sight, out of mind. Hey Cheryl, hey Juanita. Um, we we know that he's retiring. John is retiring, but we don't have an actual date of when he's retiring. We just know it's coming, so we gotta enjoy him while he's here. I didn't watch Empire because, like a lot of people, when Cookie was in the gorilla suit, the ape suit, and season 2, a lot of us was like, "What are we looking at?" And the ratings just have been going down ever since. And I'm not really. I used to be a huge fan of Empire, but now I'm only going to watch the last episode. I'm not going to watch the whole season. I just want to see how it ends. Well, be careful what you wish for, Big Brother, because if Ben and Sierra get married, the writers are going to do something immediately to tear them apart. So I wouldn't rush them into marriage just yet. We all seen how these marriages end on soaps. Either they end really quickly, or they become extremely boring, like Sunny and Will. They are the most boring couple on the show. Julie and her husband are getting more play than Sonny and Will. Yeah, Vernon, Thomas is just that villain that Brad Bell is loving, so he's not getting rid of him anytime soon. Plus, he's a good actor. Yeah, Justin was the Green Arrow on Smallville, and I can't remember. Did he also have the Aquaman pilot that never went through? Hey, Tori. Okay. Yeah, Nikki. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going with Melody Thomas Scott. She looks like she's overacting. She's being very melodramatic with her scenes. Um, I think she needs a better storyline that's more grounded. But because she's been spinning since the whole JT situation, she's just been way over the top. It's very distracting. Well, Cheryl, thank goodness for they Trump didn't. The whole General Hospital episode aired here, I think, because I think remember you can also watch it on Hulu. But I remember I haven't seen today's General Hospital yet. Now I think about it, I just went straight to the end to see if Shiloh died today. But instead, I saw Jason looking weak and helpless. But if Trump is on my DVR, I'll just go ahead to Hulu and watch it. Yes, Delisha. Hope will turn back into Princess Gina. I think we got a hint of how it was going to happen. The way Dr. Rolf was staring her down and talking to her. I think he'll probably have something to do with her turning back into Princess Gina. Let me see. Adam was not playing no game with Sharon. Yeah, I actually love the way Adam do Sharon out the house. Like, she's like, "You get me as a prize," and he was like, "So do I really get you? You getting ready to get married?" She's like, "No." He's like, "Okay, there's the door." So I thought that was fun. You know. Yeah, I heard that Ari's gonna die, but um, it might have been a false rumor. So I've been saying it for a while. We'll see if she actually kicks the bucket. And Gabby will have a replacement baby because she's pregnant by Stefan. I also believe Sharon is going to end up with Adam, although I prefer Adam and Chelsea. Hi, Alyssa. Well, Ashley isn't a full time character on the show anymore. She just makes visits and goes back to Paris. Um, I think they're wasting Kyle. Once Kyle and Lola got married, his storyline kind of ended. I know they're trying to rev back up the summer Kyle Lola triangle, but so far I haven't really seen it work out very well. Um, well, Theo is Kyle's best friend from I think New York. Hi, Yvette. I don't know who Deb was on the phone with. I'm still saying, this is my own personal opinion, Deb looks way too much like Sonny. Bushy eyebrows and all. I'm calling it now. They said Deb's father is one of the guys on the show, and I really think Deb is going to turn out to be Sonny's son. Now, which woman is the mother? A lot of people online are hoping it's Brenda, but we'll see. Yeah, Hope needs to hurry up and get that Princess Gina storyline, Big Brother, because she needs to do something other than look sad and look like she don't want to be in her scenes. You know, she to me she's the Victoria of this show. She just looks like she don't want to be there. Justin says something about Bill and Katie at the hospital to get better. I really like Thomas. See, they dropped the ball with Justin. I really wished he had better scenes in regards to Emma's death. Um, Now, Cheryl, the only other thing you can do with General Hospital if you missed it is if you don't have like a cable provider that'll show like the show the next day on a DVR, then you can also check YouTube. A lot of people leak soap opera episodes, so sometimes full episodes of General Hospital are on YouTube. See, Melanie, the only problem with I love Cassie too. I especially love Cassie with I'm gonna call her Dory and Robin Strasser. They're doing a great job together, bringing back lots of One Life to Live memories, and they're generating a lot of social media buzz from all of the One Life to Live fans that are happy to see Dorian and Blair back together again. But it's already been revealed that Cassie got fired. So I hope they bring her back. But good lord, you know I'm mad that Cassie's leaving. Yes, Eric. I'm actually loving all of Stacy's scenes as Kristen. And Big Brother is very sad to see Vivian leaving. I think if they really knew the fan base that Robin Strasser was bringing, because Days of Our Lives did beat General Hospital. So I do think that Robin Strasser and Cassie DePava, both being on the show, brought a lot of new fans on. So I really do hope they find a way to bring Vivian back. But like Stefan, we gotta wait 6 to 8 months. So, but hopefully I'll see her. Hopefully we'll see her again. I love Louise Sorrell. So if Louise Sorrell does decide to come back as Vivian, I would love for Robin to come back as a completely different character. Um, General Hospital is on YouTube, but it's more about you got to find it really fast before it gets a copyright infringement notice and pulled off. So I have seen it on. Like it's hard to find Bold and Beautiful and General Hospital, but they're there. I've seen them. Yep, replacement baby, Delisha. Not sure why Belle loves Flo. Flo can't act. She shows no emotion. Her face does not move, and she doesn't have Botox. So I don't know what Flo did to get that job, but she must do it very well. Oh, thank you, Em. I think they should just go on ahead and put Sharon with Adam because they're just playing around with it. And it would make Ray mad. It would make Nick mad. So it would cause a lot of confusion. Um, oh, it, and when it comes to Paul and Cricket, we had mentioned on our last SoFam show that Paul, somebody was congratulating Paul for coming back to Young and Restless, and he said, you know, don't hold your breath because they're not giving him consistent scenes. So they're coming on, bringing him on like he's a regular police officer, not the one in charge. There was no reason for him to be with Ray searching the house, and there was only two of them. It was crazy. It was stupid. Oh Lord! Don't take Dina's job away from her. You know she barely has one. So you know, yeah. Yeah, I feel like Sylvia. I feel like Dr. Shaw was a sacrificial lamb. Um, there was no reason for them to bring that character back just to destroy him, unless Julie was getting his heart. So that's the only reason why only person I can see. But since all the spoilers keep saying Stefan, um, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, full episodes of Days of Our Lives do end up on YouTube. Young the Restless is the one that's on YouTube the most, but they usually aren't on longer than a day. You know, the day the episode comes out, you can find it within around 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern Time. But after that, you look for it the next day, you can't find it. Yeah, I didn't like, Hope looked crazy when Jordan walked through the door. And it was like, yeah, life moves on. Yeah, Dr. Shaw gets killed, I think, on Thursday because Jack is going to get his memories back without needing the serum. Yes, it looks like Flo will be the donor for Katie. I think Katie needing the kidney is Flo's redemption storyline. Steve is supposed to be back trying to solve some mystery with John. They didn't say what it was, but he's supposed to be back with a case and marriage problems with Kayla because he's been gone so long. Okay, Cable was supposed to be here tonight, but his aunt's in the hospital, so he wasn't able to make it. He said that he may sign in on his phone, so I've been looking for him in the comment section, but I haven't seen him. I don't, Sarah. I don't hate that Adam is blackmailing Michael because this is the first time Michael's had a storyline in years. So at least he has something to do. No, Eric, stop playing. Flo does not cry well. She drops maybe one tear. She squeezes that out. And I wouldn't be surprised if they put some saline in her eye, and then let that drip down. She is not a good crier. Katie, Heather Tom, and the guy playing Thomas, they're good criers. There's a big difference. Eric seems to worry about everybody. So yeah, he's sort of like the family worrier. Well, Bill and Ridge are always going to have words with each other, even when they're hypocritical. William, Sarah, be nice. Big Brother. I think Princess Gina will be longer than a 1 day episode, like last Halloween. But I think they're trying to do something a little more long term, which for them is like 2 to 3 months. Cheryl, the reason why they changing is because some channels get actually deleted. That's why I don't put other people's content on. That's why I can't put clips of the show on. Sometimes I want to put a clip in on Soap Fan, but I can't. Okay, thank you, Sylvia. Take note in the comment section. Sylvia has given you a few other options on how to see General Hospital and Days of Our Lives. I don't think Hope should have flipped it Jordan. Well, actually, she tried to kill her daughter, so yeah, but she looked sleepy. She was too sleepy to flip on Jordan. Well, that's a persistent problem on Young and the Restless. They have couples that have no chemistry, and they're just putting them together because of plot versus, you know, the actors actually having chemistry with each other. Victoria and Billy have no chemistry whatsoever. Um, Hi, Brenda. I think Wyatt's going to take Flo back and break Sally hard. I think that's coming. I hope Sally gets a new man and don't get fired again. Yeah, Katie's the queen of crying. Because she cries even when it is not required to cry. I sincerely doubt that Wyatt will actually make it down the aisle with Sally. He didn't give her a ring. Lucas is only back until Kate gets better. So he's probably only back for maybe another week or two. Um, I've been looking for time jump info. Right now, I just have more of when the time jump happens and when the potential reveal that stuff we're seeing is a dream, when that'll happen. So look out for my soap fan news flash. Right. Yeah, Michael hasn't really worked in years. But if Julie gets Dr. Shaw's heart, does that mean Lonnie kills Stefan for nothing? I mean, that would be a horrible situation. And then Gabby doesn't get to make the decision to be redeemed by giving Julie Stefan's heart. Um, Linda, when it comes to Brad and Lucas, the show doesn't care about them. They didn't show their marriage. They didn't show them raising Wiley. They barely have had any scenes until recently. So once the whole Wiley situation blows up, you'll see Brad back in the lab, and you'll see Lucas on occasion, like holidays. It'll be back to normal. Sylvia, Kate is waking up on her own because Kristen is going to get Dr. Rolfe to save Kate, which is why which is what I read in the school as so fan last week. Uh, Kate will be on death's door this week. Uh, Kristen will want to do more good deeds, and to show Brady she's such a good person, she'll get Dr. Rolfe to save Kate, which means Julie doesn't have a heart, and Lonnie goes on ahead and kills Stefan, which gives Julie the heart he needs. I don't know where Dr. Shaw fits in any of it. Michael will probably get his baby back in November. Yeah, they're definitely putting Nate and Elena together. It's just a matter of how they're going to break up Abby and Nate. Because they said Abby's going to be with Ray next. Yes, Damien Stefan is getting killed off, but the actor's back to filming on the show, so we don't know if he's a new character or if Stefan's back from the dead and it was all a dream. We're all, pins and needles to see what happens next. Oh, William said Wyatt just proposed to Sally to sleep with her. That could potentially be true. I wonder why she's going to do that. Is Will supposed to die when Golden Beautiful? Is his mother the donor? There was something that was wrong. I hope not. I read that Will was supposed to die. I don't know if it's going to happen. If some pretty good sources said that that was going to be what breaks up Katie and Bill, Will dying, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, I don't know if Steffi will forgive her, but at least the Logan sisters will probably forgive Flo for after the kidney transplant. I think Kristen and Brady will end up together in the time jump with their baby, but something's gonna happen. Kristen's not gonna get her happily ever after. Oh, Michael will not only be born with his son Damien, is the baby's gonna disappear. Watch. And when I say disappear, just like Scout, just like all the other Avery and all the other General Hospital kids, they disappear and you see them when they've like aged 5, 16 years because they went to boarding school or Paris or they just went upstairs and came back down 10 years older. You know how to do these kids. Are you Haley's purpose on the show? I don't know if you saw my coming and going for Days of Our Lives, but the rumor is, and it seems like a true rumor, is that JJ and Haley are leaving in February to go live off happily ever after, whatever. But I read that both were fired from the show, and people are more upset that JJ's fired versus Haley. But once again, as I said, they got to pay for these salaries, bringing Chad back full time, trying to get Abigail back full time, getting Steve back. You know, it's sort of like you win some, you lose some. If you want characters like Steve back on the show, then you end up losing his son. You know, because they need those salaries. And they got to shift the money around because the shows don't have the money they used to. I really don't think, Alyssa, that Wyatt deserves Sally. I would love for when Katie and Bill break up, for Bill to end up with Sally because that could be very interesting. Exactly, after all soap kids disappear, they end up with those magical nannies we barely see. Watch, you won't be hearing you will barely be seeing Beth and Steffi's kid and all them. They're gonna be back and forth, still working, you know, with the kids with the nannies. You know, Sam on your hospital couldn't have kids and made a big deal about it. And when she had Scout, that was like her miracle baby, and you never see her with her miracle baby. It's very rare. How is Stefan going to come back if his heart is going to Julie? There is a rumor that that part of what we're watching, we don't know when it starts, is a dream. So everything we're watching right now could be a dream. And if you remember when Vivian killed Kate or tried to kill Kate, shot her and put her in the grave, she actually said something about life is but a dream, which I mentioned on the Soap Fan video. So we could be everything we're watching right now. Jordan coming back from the mental institution, Kristen having Brady's baby. We literally might be watching a dream, a 6 month long dream. So we'll see in January what actually was and wasn't a dream. Hope and Liam won't forget Flo. Eventually they will because they're soft-hearted people that want to be like, you know, holier than thou. So eventually Hope and Liam will forgive Flo. I can see it now. I think Victor and Adam will have a truce once Adam finds out that Victor didn't try to kill him, and he'll feel guilty about what he did to Victor. Shiloh's looks like Shiloh's getting killed. I like Chad and Abigail, so I'm happy to see them back. Although I ended up liking the other Abigail better than Kate Manzi. But when Kate Manzi left, I was like, there'll never be a better Abigail. So I like both of them, but I really got used to the one with the most personalities. Bill and Sally have chemistry. They got that love hate chemistry, Sarah. I agree with you, Cheryl. I got used to the people we already have, but fans are constantly asking for like, bring Bo back. Peter Records don't want to come back, and people said, "Oh, recast Bo," but you don't want a recasted Bo. You want Peter Records' Bo. So you gotta let Kristen Alfonso move on with a new actor. I think Rafe was a good fit, but a lot of people didn't like Rafe and Hope. Eric, I thought I was the only one that I loved Eve and JJ sleeping together, making Jen mad and making Paige gag. I loved every minute of it. Although fans complained the whole time. But I think most of them were complaining because they wanted the old Eve back and they wasn't giving Cassie a chance. I don't think Xander will ever be 100% good. I think Xander will always be up to something. Hi, Lisa Nab. Thanks for joining us. Okay, let me go this little bit. Um, oh, I would love the drama from Bill and Sally ending up together. When she was running around like shooting pictures and whatnot, I thought that was the start of it. I wouldn't mind Justin and Katie. At first, I wasn't for it, but if it would shake up Bill and Justin, I think that'd be a good idea. We did our interview with Aaron D. Spears, and even he said he would love for something like that to happen. Um, if Shiloh gets killed with their flare gun, Barbara, he's gone. But if he falls in the water, he'll probably come back one day. Um, well, there's a few soap kids like Faith on Young and Restless and Spencer on General Hospital and Kristen Alderson who played Star on One Life to Live, or Kelly McCullough who plays Robin on General Hospital. Kimberly McCullough who plays Robin on General Hospital. Sometimes the kids are so popular they actually let them grow. Let's give Chad and Abigail a chance. I think Gabby's going to be involved because she'll probably still be trying to take over the Mirror Enterprises, which will put her directly against Chad and Abigail. Yeah, that's what we keep saying. You know, Peter only came back for closure, Big Brother, and fans still weren't happy. I really don't like the Carly pregnant storyline. It kind of rubs me the wrong way, as I said before, because Carly's baby is just being used to break up her and Sonny. And I just don't like the vibe of that whole storyline. Yeah, Damien, I did read the spoiler, same one that you read. It said Victor and Adam will be working together, and they'll be like father and son, and they'll be running Newman. So I did read that, but it's not 100% confirmed yet. It's not if Gabby's pregnant. From everything I've read, Gabby is pregnant. She just don't know it yet. I don't really want to hope to have any more babies right now. I think Paul Williams' days of being written like he used to is over with because once you reach a certain age, they stop caring about the actors. Hi, Barbara Turner. Xander and Sarah make a great couple. It's the only man on the show that she actually has real chemistry with. I don't know when Johnny's coming, but I know it should be really soon because it was announced a long time ago. So he should be coming. Maybe that's what brings Chad and Abigail back to Salem. It's supposed to be a family crisis. Maybe it's Johnny. But they said Johnny's going to be evil like Stefano. The only news I have about Sonny and Will is that they're still born. Yeah, I wish they would let more characters cross over. Um, Adam and Phyllis has something going on this Friday. He's supposed to give her something. I don't know what that is, but at first I thought they were trying to put Adam with Phyllis, but it didn't happen. I'm not watching Chad and Abigail in Paris. I didn't download the app. I keep saying I will, so maybe I need to catch up. But Abigail's going to be on the show along with Chad, except he's on contract and she's not. I don't know what happened to Vivian's other son. I like that they're trying to redeem Xander enough to keep him as a character on the show. I really hope they bring back Life to Live and All My Children. Rumors persist that it's going to happen, but I believe it when I see it. I just wish that Danny and I forgot Carter, they're the ones that help Bridge, and they have no storylines. They're not fighting over nobody's woman or nothing, but they really should be because the show's boring and repetitive. Yeah, Vivian was only for 15 episodes, just like Tony. Well, JT's still around, but they divorced in real life, so I don't know how that chemistry is. I wish that Xander could be Victor's right hand man or run the company by himself And with Victor retiring soon, we don't know when, but soon, um, it could happen that he could take his place. Hell, I still want Deimos to come back, even though he's on Bold and Beautiful. They said Matthew Ashford isn't leaving; that it was Cassie. The spoiler I read was saying it was one or the other, and they said Matthew is staying, Cassie's leaving. It's too late. Vivian is gone. She's only for September. Yeah, I don't know why they want Will to look like he's like down in the woods or whatever, or he's not married to a rich husband. He doesn't have a rich husband or a rich family. I really hope that Ron doesn't lose his billions, not millions, but billions. But if he does, I hope the end of the storyline gives him his money back. My preferred pronoun, I'm a guy. I got a penis that I was born with, so I don't know where that came from. I don't know what's gonna happen with Liz and Franco because I'm kind of lost with that. Um, they're supposed to have Drew coming back, and they're looking for a new actor to play Drew. They don't have Franco baseline memories. Will Franco have both memories? I don't know. I don't know where that's going, but let's see how it works out through November. Hello, John. Yeah, Sharon's been in denial way too long. Okay, Alyssa, good night. I will be wrapping up soon. So if you have any last questions for me, I'm ready. I was going till 10:30, so we've got like 20 minutes left. Um, I still prefer Chelsea and Adam. Um, actually, I would just love for them to bring Damos back, let him be evil. Um, I don't really need anybody to turn evil, or bring a new evil character, create a new character to be evil. Okay, when it comes to Nina and Sasha, that's all going to come about uh, whenever the wedding is. The wedding, I haven't seen a wedding date. It's either going to be November or at the end of October when sweep starts. But she's going to find out on her wedding day because they always found out on the worst possible day. Sasha's already told Michael. Um, People trying to kill Dr. O over it and stuff like that. So Nina's going to find out pretty quickly. The real question is, how long will it be until Nina finds out Willow's her real daughter? And will it be revealed that Sasha's actually Dr. O's other daughter? So, I don't know if Nick will get any karma back for his attitude or his behavior. For some reason, he seems like a protected character, like Thomas is over in Bold and Beautiful. So I don't expect any justice. Nothing happened when he pretended to be Victor. We know Nina will find out that her daughter is Willow, but we just don't know when. I'm guessing February sweeps because I think part one will be finding out that Sasha's not her daughter, and then Nina can be evil and mad and angry at everybody and lashing out, and then finding out Willow's a daughter. Could be Thanksgiving, could be Christmas, or it could be February sweeps. Those are usually the good dates for that type of information. Yes, I do miss Sheila. I thought she was a good character, and I think it's ironic that Sheila left and then Abe lost his entire storyline. But I preferred Sheila with Eli. I really would have liked to see them do something with Sheila and Eli, especially with Lonnie being so jealous of her. Um, I don't know when Chance will be coming to Young and Restless. I'm guessing since the story is in full swing, we'll get him sometime in October or November sweeps. The new Philip on Days. The rumor is it's the guy that played Lucky on General Hospital and Rick on Bold and Beautiful. Jacob Young. I think his name's Jacob Young. I think he's supposed to be the new Philip. Yeah, I really want them to do something with Abe if they're going to keep bringing him in. I believe Dev's parents are Brenda and Sonny. Yeah, yeah. I think it might have been a situation like Kane and Tracy on Young and the Restless where maybe she didn't want to have a love interest to be her grandfather. I'm just saying. That's why I prefer her with Eli. You're welcome, Cynthia. They should bring Vanessa Williams back to be Valerie for Abe and give them more to do. I like them as a couple. They matched better. I think Lexi is just like asking Bo to come back. The actors don't want to come back, and most people have issues with recast. I actually would love for Thomas to take control of Forrester Creations, just to bite the hand that feeds him, to really take Steffi down a peg, and to make Ridge realize that his son really is out of control. Well, when it comes to Lexi, she's just like Peter Reckles. She doesn't want to come back. Well, they don't want to pay to bring him on the show, so Buckingham is in jail off camera. So they're not trying to play Wayne Brady money. Thank you, Sugar Cookie. I appreciate you. I agree. No matter what anybody says or thought about Thomas, he really did makes the storyline more interesting. And I do want to see. I don't know which kids you're talking about. Are you talking about Katie and Johnny, or are you talking about more like Colin Lola type stories? Okay, thank you, Stephanie. And also, everyone, there's 58 people currently watching, so I should have 58 likes. So if you have an opportunity to hit that like button, I really appreciate it. I always forget to ask, but it takes like a second to hit the like button. So thank you, Stephanie, for the reminder. Days is my number one show to watch. Stefan should, I think he's getting killed next week. So Stefan, you've only got one more week of Stefan. Thank you, big brother. Thank you for watching the show and liking the show too. Put a lot of work into it. I don't know who's taking care of Hayden's daughter, but I read that Ava's going to learn Hayden's secret. So hopefully they do something with that. And thank you, big brother. If you haven't subscribed already, please take a minute to subscribe. It takes a few seconds, and you'll get your news flashes, your soap fam, and all your soap opera gossip and spoilers. Cable's aunt is in the hospital, so he's at the hospital right now. No, leave Patty on Days of Our Lives where she actually getting a long term storyline and stretching as an actress, bringing different characters. You know, Stacy is having, I'm sure she's having a lot more fun on Days than she did on Young and Restless. I keep reading the same spoiler that Adam didn't kill Delia, Nikki did, and I'm waiting to see if that really comes true. I think that would be great if that's the truth. Even though Melody's been overacting, I would actually look forward to her falling out over finding out she killed Delia. Probably send her right back to the bottle. I haven't heard anything about Hattie. I think Deidre was worked last year pretty hard. I'm sure Cable will appreciate all the prayers and well wishes. Hopefully he'll update me on how his aunt is doing. I will let Cable know he's supposed to be at least checking in on his feed, but I haven't seen him, so hopefully that doesn't mean bad news. Yeah, Purple Tink 007. Yeah, my mother got me started on soaps too. May she rest in peace. I don't know if her twin wants to do it, so but they look just alike. She could. They're identical. Oh, I love Stacy as Susan. I wish that they would let Susan come back in a more permanent, as a more permanent situation. She could sort of be like the Opal of the show. If you watched All My Children, Opal. Yes, Hope is going to become Princess Gina again. It should be happening pretty soon. Have a good night, Sarah. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, Wendy. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Victoria. We appreciate it. Yeah, Susan is extremely funny. I love every scene she's in. Thank you, Vanessa. I'm sure he's going to see all of these messages. Yeah, I watched ABC soaps and NBC soaps. I wasn't watching CBS soaps until now. Okay, guys, we're almost at the end. 10 more minutes. No, Steffi and Liam are not getting back together. Brad Bell said that she's getting a brand new man who's not a Forester, and he's not a well, not a Forester. Well, she's a Maroni. Well, she's getting a brand new man, unlike anyone she's dated before. Thank you for joining us, Purple Team 007. Cheryl, you glad you figured it out. Thank you, Chrissy. I wasn't watching when the original Princess Gina storyline happened. I would love for ABC soaps to come back, even if they're half hour each, like when they were on Hulu. Thank you, Big Brother fan for life. I really appreciate you coming on and asking your questions and answering other people's questions. I appreciate that. Oh, yes, yes. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Sugar Cookie, for the reminder. Please hit the like button. We really appreciate that. It helps YouTube recirculate this video in the search engine for people to find after I've signed off. I will, Sylvia. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night. I wonder if John will be tempted by Princess Gina, or will Princess Gina move on to somebody else? Yep, no more Liam and Steffi for now, at least. You're welcome, William22. You're welcome, Cheryl Simpson. Thank you. I see more people hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Alpha. I appreciate you joining us. Yeah, Marlena might have to put the smack down on her. Good night, Victoria. Thank you for hitting the like button, Purple Team 007. Cheryl Simpson, I will let Cable know he was missed. And make sure he watches this feed so he can see all of your amazing comments. I will let him know. I will text him as soon as I'm finished. Finish this feed. Because we're almost at the end, 5 minutes. So if you have any other questions, I'm here. And then I gotta work on some new openings for my 5-minute reviews I'm gonna be doing. So I'll tell you more about that with SoFam when we film this Saturday. Okay. Well, thank you for everyone. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, it looks like there's no more questions, so thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you. I will see you next Wednesday, and we're going to film SoFam this Saturday so that we can, good night everybody, good night Gwen, Wendy, and Eric. And we're going to try to get SoFam on this Saturday instead of Sunday. Good night, Damien. Good night, Ethel. Have a great night also, Cheryl. I appreciate everybody. Good night, Cynthia. And good night, Cheryl. Thank you for everybody. And anybody I've missed, thank you for watching.